go to school and like, go to these other little, small events or whatever to, stay active and, with your art and with your sports or whatever. Stay out of drama. Because after, like Mike was saying, after high school, it's nothing but bills, and you want
bills and stress.
Bills and stress.
Like, God dog, man. I was still watching cartoons while I was in high school. I ain't worried about that. I go run track, and then I go play my video games, and I eat and sleep, and that's it. I didn't want all that extra nonsense. I didn't got time.
To be fair, on the kids' defense though, like when you in high school, you want to see things from your perspective. So, what may be smaller to us as adults now, but when we was kids, how we looked at the world, that was like the biggest thing in the world. The most. Oh, I can't go out after. I got to be home by 11. Oh, that's just like the worst. You're ruining my life, So,
Welcome to Just Acting Up Show. We are so many days. The January month is almost over, y'all. Y'all acting up, y'all wilder, man. I'm your host, Joffrey, and then don't forget, we got your boy Chris up in the building. Chris, say what's up to the good people, man?
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Big Chris, mad scientist, man. What's going on, man? Happy to be back.
Yes, indeed. And don't forget, we got Mike up in here. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, people? How you feeling?
Man, how y'all feeling? Y'all, like I said, y'all wild out there, man. It's only the January 2022. This first month is almost over, but y'all are doing too much already, man. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some people that are speaking out in rallies on the MLK Day that should not be speaking. and these people like, who is this Florida governor? The governor. What is wrong with these governors? I don't know, y'all. We're going to talk about that as well, too. And we're going to talk about some trailers that just dropped, like the Moon Knight trailer, the Raising Dion trailer, and Ozark is out. Ooh.
Right.
Ooh, Ozark. Yeah, so all that and more. And don't forget, we got the balancing act, and we got who's just been acting up later on. And we're going to give our flowers to certain individuals that we have worked with before. We got to do that. We got to pay. We got to pay homage. Got to pay our respects. All that more. Just Acting Up Show. Y'all stay locked in. Let's go. Oh, y'all, man. Welcome to the big stage. The internet ain't sugar honey iced tea, man. So before we started this segment off, Chris showed us a photo, and we got to get it out because I'm gonna be laughing at it all day. And there are rumors. Was the NBA trade deadline?
There ain't no rumors. There ain't no rumors. That ain't no rumors. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You good. So the NBA trade deadline is coming up. Is here, and teams are talking about who's gonna be traded or whatever. And there's rumors about Russell Westbrook is gonna be traded for John Wall to the Houston Rockets. We don't know. We gotta wait and see. But don't let that man shoot if he come back here. Don't let him.
What's the matter? We ain't playing for shit. We ain't playing for nothing.
That is true. When you look at it,
what are we playing for?
We try to get another draft pick.
We trying to go as low as we can. So
you kidding me? Oh, we losing? We losing again? Yeah, that number one seed, that number one draft pick locked in. Let them shoot some more. Oh man.
Oh.
Well, I say addition by subtraction.
Pretty much.
Straight up, man. It's horrible how he don't get me wrong, he's talented. He's very athletic, but I would not want him on my team. But
there's no I in team. Oh. There's an I in selfish.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, man. Russ, man, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's a great guy. He got all these things going on in the communities and everything, but just stop shooting the ball. But if they trade you for John Wall to come here, go ahead and shoot the ball, brother, because we're trying to get our we're trying to get our draft pick.
You know what? Because you know what got us also laughing. Shout out to John P. Key. It was John P. Key that posted this post, that I seen it on, but yeah. But I hate the internet and I love the internet at the same time. For whoever said that if Tupac, this is how Tupac would look if Westbrook was the shooter. This picture right here, that y'all see right there. Yeah. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? That boy be missing.
Boy.
Hey man, I saw a meme too where he played last night. He shot the ball on. He did another Spice Adams.
He didn't even hit the rim.
He didn't even hit the rim. He hit the top of the
backboard.
The top of the backboard. That's how. And somebody wrote on there said, "Okay, at this point, he doing that shit on purpose."
You are a professional NBA player. They pay you all these dollars.
Oh man. Oh, that's a good ass laugh. Oh my God, I needed that.
Dude.
But he did get that monster dunk on Rudy Gobert. That was beautiful. That was dope. That was cool.
Yeah, that was
good. That was good. But still, man, it's just man.
Asking to do nothing outside of dunking, pretty much.
Yeah, or just. And it's sad because he's been in the league for how long?
14. I think it was 14 years. 14 years he's been in the league. He's been in the league for 14 years. And
you should know where your strengths are at and where your weaknesses are at. What you can do, what you cannot do. Take note, kids. If you cannot do a certain thing, then you go to somebody else that can do something. You got Lakers don't have two. Well, God dog, man. Look, Russ, I'm struggling with this.
I mean, it's just. Let me help you out, James.
Help me out.
It's just amazing to me that this man is that bad. Like he's that bad. Like he scores triple doubles, and we gotta look past these triple doubles. We gotta look past the triple doubles. We gotta look past the Oscar Robertson record that he broke. This man is bad.
I think he's always been on a team that he could compliment, and then when he's becoming more of the centerpiece of certain teams, or he's becoming more of a focal point, he's living up to that expectation. And he realizing he's more of a Ben Simmons than anything. Yeah. And not really a superstar.
Yeah.
You gotta put him on a team that's not doing as great, then maybe he'll do great things.
That's why he made it. Come on, man. After Kevin Durant and James Harden, first of all, can you believe Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook was on the same team and didn't win one championship?
If they would have stuck together.
If they would have stuck together, that's amazing in his own to say that. But he was after that. Come on, man. Wasn't nobody checking for the Thunder? Wasn't nobody checking for the Thunder? Wasn't nobody really looking at the Rockets when he came. It was like, okay, well, we with his homeboy. All right, it's still a James Harden team.
Yeah.
And then
who's to say if they would have stayed on the same team though that James Harden would have became James Harden?
That is true.
That is true.
He always was coming off the bench, you know.
Yeah. They just didn't know, and that's oh man. So Russ comes with a warning sign. So hey man, if you can, let's move on, please.
Moving on.
Oh man. So since we talk about sports, let's go ahead and get this out the way. Football. Okay, that's
Well, let me first start off by saying, because the last episode I was invested, happy. My Steelers is going into their playoff. They had their first playoff berth, and it didn't end quite well, but we, hey man, we still a nation, hey, Ben Roethlisberger, man, the one thing I hate about the NFL is that they rolled us off before the game even started. And before the game even started, matter of fact, before the day even came up, like they rolled us off. They said this is Ben Roethlisberger's last playoff game. It's like, how do you know if he might not win? I mean, but hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. TJ Watt, I don't know what's in that Watt family, but that Watt family is a beast. Because TJ got a fourth fumble, scoop, and score. That was all off the strength of TJ. It's in their DNA, dog. I don't know what it is. It's you can't teach that. And it's so crazy. Before that play even started, his brother prevented a punt return. Because Derek Watt played for the Steelers too. So he prevented a punt return. Then when Patrick Mahomes had got the ball, fumble, scoop, all TJ Watt, he scored it in. I'm like, God damn. So at one point it was like, okay, we could pull this out, but we didn't. So it's all good, man. We're gonna have us a new quarterback searching, whatever. We got Haskins Jr., so we're gonna see how that works out. But I ain't gonna lie. I knew my Steelers was going to be what they are. I love them anyway, ride or die, but I'm so happy that team in Arlington is gone.
I have not watched much football this season because the Texans have been depressing. And then the Cowboys was winning all season. They had a pretty good season. See them lose. Oh my. I am rejuvenated and I can watch football.
Oh yeah. Because at one point it was like, oh shit, they could win. They could win the Super Bowl. They was 12-5. And it was like they were beating back to back. And I'm like, oh snap, It got quiet for the Cowboy haters. I ain't seen nothing come out no man.
And it's like they always got to lose in dramatic fashion.
I was like, man. So
yeah, absolutely.
My dad called me. He said, James, where you been at? I was like, I ain't want to talk to you for a good minute. Why? Cowboys lost, and I ain't want to hear that energy from you, bro. My dad's a Cowboys fan, ladies and gentlemen. So he if you come at him with that smoke, be ready to receive that same smoke. But he is who he is. So I love him. He raised me. Love you, Dad.
But you know what? On my way driving home, that's when I get my best thoughts in when I'm leaving work. But I had to ask myself, why do a lot of people hate the Cowboys? Like there are some people that don't even watch football, but they know a little bit of it. They don't like the Cowboys. So then it came to me. The Cowboys is a clear representation of the 2%ers in this country because they're so privileged. You got to think about it. People that have went to Dallas and seen Jerry World, they said it is out of this world. Like, honestly, it has a mall, it has this, it has that, this and that, and the third. No sport NFL stadium has that. The Jumbotron on its own is amazing to see, So I'm like to myself, they privileged. So whenever they win a game, it's like, oh, we're going to the Super Bowl. You just won one game. Oh no, we're going to Super Bowl. And all they fans believe in that. They stand on that. We're going to Super Bowl. We're going to Super Bowl. Versus the Texans. If the Texans lose in the playoff game, hey man, we lost. The Saints, hey, we lost. Still a nation, man, we still out there waving the flag around, the towel around. We having fun.
Yeah.
It's like when the Cowboys lose, it's just so devastating. Like
it's like the Cowboys are. It's their fans too. They fans just be annoying.
Yeah,
they're so cocky. They so cocky with it. Oh yeah, we gonna do everything. Okay, the Cowboys fans. They live in the past. They live like back in 1990. When the last time they won a championship? For Tina, they won a championship in 25 plus years.
The last time the Cowboys won a championship, gas was so cheap that you could put it in the Cadillac Eldorado and drive from Houston to Louisiana on $5 and back
Man,
That's how,
man.
that was the last time they won the Super Bowl. The last time they won the Super Bowl.
We don't see our Rockets fans acting like that. We ain't won a championship since the 90s, but we don't hang that over people's head.
Bro, we haven't won one Steeler Nation. We haven't won a Super Bowl since 08. So we keep it pushing. But that's what I'm saying. Cowboy fans is different. They build different. The franchise is different. They are entitled. They don't play on CBS in regular season. They play on NBC or Fox.
Y'all privileged.
They privileged. Everybody else got to play on CBS. We got to get, but not them. They either going to be prime time. They're going to be either Sunday night or they're going to be Sunday afternoon. America's Game. It's called America's Game on Fox. So that's why people hate the Cowboys, because they are the clear representation of the 2%ers in America.
Yeah.
You got to do, well, they got to do better. But speaking of,
we do not want them to do better.
I don't want them to do better. Let them do better. I don't want them to do better. Because just imagine if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Oh, it's going to be unbearable in this country.
What? It
don't matter who. Okay, one more thing. It don't matter who you put at quarterback. You could have put Ruben Studdard at quarterback. They swear up and down. I'm Cowboys fan. Oh, that is the greatest quarterback ever. But don't be surprised when Dak Prescott is playing terrible, because he's really not there. He's okay, but he's not a great quarterback.
Yeah,
that first year he came in, Dak was on another level. That first year, I was like, damn, Dak was. But now, I don't know what happened.
He was right on timing. That's Cowboys do cowboy things.
Cowboys gonna do cowboy things.
2 seconds left in the game. Okay.
Oh man.
A few seconds left in the game. No timeouts. And up the middle. Okay, let me stop.
Yeah.
Y'all good, man.
And be surprised when you ain't got no time left at the end of the game.
Oh man.
I digress.
So, you good, man. So speaking of people that's always some unbearable, oh my God. So some people you just need to check with first before they get online or get on TV or present themselves, their speech or whatever. I don't know what's going on, man, but President Biden, this dude said this, and I quote, "Even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did." Hold on now. Not just him, but the other Florida governor gives his first approval for the bill created to shield white people from discomfort and guilt when speaking about racist past. Though he's not finished. He's not done. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis wants a new police force with the power to arrest voters. Wait, hold on. One more. And let's also not forget about the other president, the former president. They said Trump plans to speak. Well, this already happened. He planned on speaking at an Arizona rally against voting rights on MLK's birthday. Where are your people in your camp that needs to tell you this might not just go the way you planned it out in your head? That was a lot. I understand that, ladies and gentlemen. I understand.
Joe Biden is just
he's like, oh God, we voted.
He is slowly like
I think he's becoming old and senile.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he's like an uncle or something, or a grandpa that just be talking la 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 la, and they just like, gonna roll you up out of here. Just
like after every press conference, wait, I wasn't supposed to say nothing about that. Wait, what did I say?
Yeah. So it's his time is cut. It's like, man, we appreciate everything that you done kind of did, but we're gonna roll you on up out of here.
Well, he's a walking contradiction.
Yeah, he is.
And then with Trump saying that he gonna speak, well, of course, MLK they already passed on and everything, but it's like, who? This is why we need more representation, and this is why we need more people to. Well, I don't know if you want to line yourself to Trump. I mean, hey, no, that is. There are people that has of our color or whatever, but this is why you need to have more representation, and then people that can tell you. Maybe we should get somebody else's thoughts on this before you get out there and say something or post something. Talk to your friends, the right friends, the friends that aren't petty. It's gonna say, yeah.
And not only representation, but representation and also people that's not scared to speak up on something. They're not just be a fly on the wall in the room. You know, because I'm sure he got black people, Mexican people of all colors that's in his party that's there. And it's so many channels that could have went through before somebody had to be like, look, hold on. So not only representing in those spaces, but speaking up in those spaces.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, come on, man. You know this ain't gonna come out right coming out of your mouth, like this don't sound right. And you know, somebody has to be there to be like, no, I don't think you should say that, you know. Because where's the filters at? Because don't you have a team of filters? Because I'm pretty sure that when these celebrities get on these interviews, they go do hey, this is the question you can ask. This question, no, don't ask nothing about this. This and that, and the third. So where that filters at? Because it seems like Donald Trump didn't have one, and if he did, that person was overworked and underpaid and stressed out.
All the way stressed out.
All the way stressed out because he wasn't following nothing that
no.
Yep.
At all, man.
Listen.
At all, man. So
man. Florida's gonna be Florida. They proved it.
Yeah, Florida.
They found a new way to show their racism every time in Florida. Every single time. If it ain't one,
Florida, I swear, I didn't know that Florida was so racist. Honestly, I didn't know till Trayvon Martin. I was like, damn, man, Florida racist.
Like, man, it's racism everywhere, but it's just the people that come up on these stages and just people in power need
not the people themselves, but the people in power.
The people in power.
Yeah. It's like in Texas, like Governor Hot Wheels. With his, with his stuff, they teach about Black history in schools and all that stuff,
and that's another thing too. So,
that's
man. So
And speaking about Governor Hot Wheels, not to cut you off, Chris, I'm James, because I'm researching something. We all ignore it, but after last year with the power outages. You know, it's a pretty good thing to look into solar panels.
Yeah.
Solar panels is a pretty good thing to look into. It has its perks.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of people, the reason why a lot of people don't get it because they're not educated to it, or it's like we look at it like, man, it's gonna cost a lot of money. But you know, solar panels really save. And then also in some cases you will get paid for solar panels.
Oh.
In your home. So then on top of that, you got to think about it's solar panels. So you have solar panels. It's never like a day where okay, on this night, tonight, at this time, when the sun go down, we ain't gonna be able to, you know, blah blah blah. Just do your research on it. But if you own a home, solar panels is the way to go. To be honest with you, crazy part is I saw an apartment complex to have solar panels. So
nice.
Okay. Appreciate you, Mike, for dropping them gems, brother. Well, this is what you get on the Just Acting Up show. We dropping bars, we dropping gems, we dropping knowledge. So
all the way.
Yeah.
Because we don't want them same problems that we had. What was it last year? That was sad.
Ooh.
That was Valentine's Day weekend. I think that started, didn't it? Was that Valentine's?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
3 days for me. 3 days with no power, and all I had was my candle that night and my Bible.
And you know what I think? You know what I think what started that? somebody got in an argument with their girl and they said, I ain't doing shit until hell freezes over. And then boom, the next day.
Oh man.
I was standing like, you were saying?
You were saying?
Man. Hey,
Yeah.
look what you started.
That's what I think will happen.
What's crazy is with that, nothing's changed with our power grid since we still on the same power grid.
Yeah.
So it can still happen again. But at least my new apartment has a fireplace. So
that's what I'm saying, guys. Look into solar panels. It's not a bad thing to look into. So
right about that, brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Critics Corner, and we're going to talk about what's going on in entertainment and Hollywood news, and we're going to talk about some films. But if you want to go into more in detail analysis of those films and those TV shows or trailers, Joffrey's VIP room. Go ahead, like, share, comment, and subscribe on that as well as the Just Acting Up Show. Like, share, comment, subscribe on this show as well too. I mean, you might as well. It's right there. So have at it. So yeah, I just posted a episode that we talked about a movie or two that is out, and like I said, the movie that we talked about. Let's go ahead and get this out the way. Scream 5 is out in theaters right now. I was actually excited to see Scream, to be honest with you. I don't know. I guess because I grew up, that was like one of my eras of scary movies. You know, of course, we got the Michael Myers, the Freddy, the Jason, and the Candyman. I ain't gonna say his name too many more times. And we got the Jack-o'-lantern, we got the Pinhead, and then we have that certain amount of time where scary movies wasn't hitting hard like it used to. So Wes Craven, R.I.P. to him, being the legend that he was, he created something fresh with a simple slasher film, which was Scream, Ghostface character. Scream 5. I ain't gonna say it was a horrible movie. I'm not gonna say it was horrible. It was okay. And you see where Wes Craven is missed, because it was missing some of that. It was missing, to me, I felt if it was missing some tense moments. And it felt like they didn't have as much fun as they should. That's just me speaking. But if you like the movie, cool, bet. Are y'all gonna go see it? Because I don't want to say a spoiler.
I haven't seen it. I've been wanting to see it because I've been a big fan of Scream since the first one.
Yeah.
So that was always been my go-to movie to watch.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it yet.
Gotcha.
I was thinking about seeing it tonight, but Ozark is out and I just cannot wait.
Yeah, man. So yeah, like Mike said, speaking of Ozark is out.
Ozark is out.
Ozark is out on Netflix right now.
I just can't wait. I thought it was coming out last weekend. Well, not last weekend. I thought it was coming out next week. And then I had got that alert on my phone from Netflix, and like, hey, this is what's new that's out, Ozark. So, oh yeah, for sure. I did that for me. There's my top 5 TV shows of all time, and Breaking Bad was on top until I saw Ozark. Ozark beats Breaking Bad. I'm not gonna lie. Although Walter White, man, did an awesome job, man, but still. Ozark gives them just a little bit.
If you ever want a money launder, you hire Marty Bird.
Marty Bird, that boy there. Whew.
And it's the way how he do it too. He just so calm, cool, collected. He just look at the situation like, okay, all right, and this is what we're gonna do. And Marty just
he think quick on his feet.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Just like in the beginning, man, he saw his friend get shot, and it's like, oh, you next. And he goes, hey, there's this place called Ozark, blah, 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 blah. And man,
he's a different type of breed.
He's a different type of breed. Type of breed. He hides the money in the boat. But it's like $100 million or $200 million. hundreds of millions of dollars. Put it like that, folks, in the boat.
Yeah,
This man, he's a money laundering whiz. So,
man, telling you, boy, yeah, him and his whole family. Like, it's a friend on somebody on social media said they just now got to Ozark, and it was like, I'm getting ready to punch Wendy, his wife, in the face. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of characters on there that you're gonna be like, I'm mad, I hate you right now. Like, nobody is omitted from, like, I can't stand what you're doing right now. So
I've seen the new season, so the part 1 of the new season. So I'm not gonna say much on this because I don't want to spoil it for y'all.
ooh.
Yeah, I'm ready for part 2 to come out.
okay, now that's it. Moving on.
Like, I don't hear no more.
I see where this is heading to.
Oh man, he said, I don't hear no more. Oh man. So yeah, y'all watch Ozark on Netflix, and also watch. I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with. I know there's a lot of things coming out left and right now, but Peacemaker is out on HBO Max right now. Me and my other 2 co-hosts, we said I think DC needed that. We know DC got a lot of other, stuff behind the scenes going on with how to, who gonna be with the Snyderverse and all this. So we know what DC got going on. Waiting on that Black Adam as well. But Peacemaker is out on HBO Max. Great cast. Everybody feed off each other perfectly. I think John Cena is the perfect character to play as Peacemaker. I didn't care about who Peacemaker was till John Cena came in because I didn't know too much about him. I just saw him in the comic books. I'm like, who is this dude with this weird helmet? John Cena, perfect cast, and everybody else in that cast well too. The banter with the characters when they go back and forth with each other, and the action as well too. So yeah, Peacemaker's out on HBO Max, so I think y'all should watch that. Very, very good show.
I'm waiting for it to build because ain't it like a week kind of thing? Like, okay, yeah, I'm waiting for it to build. I know it had dropped like 3 episodes already.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Now, while we on DC, because DC shows are always better than their movies. But one movie I know everybody's hoping is going to be a good one is the Batman that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
They said that there's going to be 3 hours at least.
Ooh,
that's a part-time shift right there.
But you know what? I have heard because what they starting to do with these movies, and I like it, but then I don't. Because they're doing these testers, they're doing the test runs, but certain movies they do it on, it's like, okay, cool. But like these Marvel and DC movies, I don't know how they keeping stuff like in closed wraps because them people coming out and they running their mouth. That's how a lot of leaks went on with Spider-Man. So I say that to say this. They are saying, and I'm not going to go into the leaks because God, I don't be asking for this, but it just happens. Like I just be on my phone and I see someone say something, whatever. But long story short, they said that this movie got a PG-13 rating, and some of the testers believe that it shouldn't. Like, it's that dark. It's really, really dark.
I've heard that it is. Like they said, somebody was saying it could be like a scary horror movie. I'm like, wait, whoa, what? Like, how dark y'all going?
Right. Right. So yeah. And then I also heard something else too, but once again, I shall not say anything.
If I was a character in the DC universe, like I said, Gotham City would not be my city to move to.
No.
Gotham City,
no.
Yeah.
I'm like, man.
If I'm not mistaken, man, you gotta look it up. This was on HBO, but they had something like a news feed, like Gotham City News, that was on HBO years ago. And I watched this, I'm like, what? Like we have joke when they say, oh, well, the Joker's robbing the bank, blah, blah, blah. They actually had something like that on the show. I gotta look it up, but it was something like Gotham City News, and HBO had the feed on it. Like HBO had a show like that.
The Joker really did make news this week, but I'll tell you all about that in Acting the Fool. But,
okay. Look, oh Lord Jesus. And why I say like, okay, the doggone clown, man. And getting back to what you said earlier, Chris, who says that with confidence? Oh, I'm gonna move to Gotham. Do you not know who's there? Like, you not like Like, Mike, would you move to Gotham, man? No.
They villains always have a citywide attack, and they don't just be no small. The scare gas from the Scarecrow or the Mr. Crow's house. Yeah. Like, nah, I'm good.
No, I'm good. I'm not moving to Gotham. I don't want. I'm not. And why would you choose to stay there? You know you can move, right? Like,
and the sun never shines in Gotham.
No,
never.
They always.
It's always dark.
Always dark, gritty,
raining,
wind blowing. God, Arkham is not too far away from your house. I'm not staying there.
You mean,
man,
Arkham people escaped?
Yeah, all the time.
There's always something.
Always something.
Scarecrow. I mean, Penguin in the tunnels or something like that, right?
Oh, Killer Croc or whatever. Now Penguin. Now Penguin looked like he got a nice spot. He got a nice chill spot. Every pun intended.
Which Penguin? Now, if it's the Batman from the original Batman, he was in the sewers or something, right?
Yeah, from Batman Returns, he was chilling in the sewer. I wouldn't deal with that.
But my favorite Penguin though was the one from Gotham, the TV show.
He played that role well. He did.
That dude there was a beast.
He played that role very well.
You know who's playing Penguin?
Yeah, the dude who played the Penguin in the show. Yeah.
You know who's playing Penguin on the new Batman?
Oh, Colin Farrell. Yeah,
Colin Farrell is playing Penguin. I'm like, God damn, that makeup is crazy. When I found out that Heath Ledger was the Joker, it was like, whoa, he's the Joker.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. So yeah, we'll see how it is, but yeah, man. Batman coming out. I think it's gonna be March. So we're looking forward to that as well. We know more is supposed to come out this month, but they're pushing that back as well.
March 22nd, right? Or they gonna push it back?
They push it. I think they pushed it back to April. I think I gotta double check and see. But also, what is about to come out next couple weeks in February is Raising Dion. So I need to binge watch it. I'll be binge watching that along as well when I'm finished with Ozark. I'll get into Raising Dion to get ready for the next season 2 of Raising Dion. I saw a couple episodes of it. Looks good. So I'm looking forward to it. This little old boy, little powerful little old boy. How do you do that? If you raise a boy that 6 years old, they got powers, how do you do that? I don't understand. Like,
the story is good. I remember that it's definitely a build up, and it's like by the time you get to the last episode, you're like, whoa, I need to know what's happening next.
Yeah, so Raising Dion is out, so don't forget. And I also forgot, I need to go back and binge watch Cobra Kai. If you like kung fu, fighting and all that, the trick and all that stuff, and the Wing Chun and the Taekwondo and all that right there, go watch Cobra Kai.
I believe I'm the only person in the world that haven't seen that one episode of Cobra Kai.
Really?
You have to watch that. You will love Cobra Kai, especially if you like a good karate movie. And if you used to watch Karate Kid back in the day, it's worth it. It is worth it. And like I said, it's worth it. It's a good show that's just based on bad communication. Conversation. That's what makes it fun. It's like I'm watching it. I'm like, if you would just say talk to him, it's really nothing y'all should be fighting about. But then it'll be like.
That's another thing with these doggone TV shows. I'm like, what? I look at that when I watch Power and when I watch All American. I ask myself, did I go through drama like this when I was in that age? Like, I know it was a TV show, but I'm like, I was worried about other stuff when I was like, I wasn't dealing with drugs and stuff like this. I wasn't dealing with this, man.
That show kind of stressed me out.
Which one?
It was on Netflix. It was about a bully. Oh man, and the girl had a cassette tape, and she was telling everybody how she died.
Was that 13 Reasons Why?
13 Reasons Why.
Okay.
That's it. 13 Reasons Why. And me and my wife was looking like, bro, it's high school. Like it's high school. Like, that's all I can get through my head is high school. And I understand. I'm not trying to downplay any problem because I got a teenager in the making right now. But like I told him, it's school, man. It's like it's a whole nother life after when you graduate. It's a whole nother world.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother life. So I guess it's I don't know. I'm gonna watch Cobra Kai. It's just too much drug dealers and superhero TV shows.
I would say Cobra Kai is light, it's fun, and it's it's still got the action.
Yeah.
So it's enjoyable,
Yeah, man.
It's not too dark and too heavy,
Yeah, and I think we need that too in television. Moving on, another show like that is Euphoria. I don't know what these kids be going through. Oh, I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch all of it, but that's another one. Where I'm like, children, what are y'all dealing with in high school? Just go to school and go to these other little small events or whatever to stay active and with your art and with your sports or whatever. Stay out of drama, because after, like Mike was saying, after high school is nothing but bills, and you want
bills and stress.
Bills and stress.
Like God dog, man. I was still watching cartoons while I was in high school. I ain't worried about that. I go run track, and then I go play my video games, and I eat and sleep, and that's it. I didn't want all that extra nonsense. I didn't got time.
To be fair, on the kids' defense though, like when you in high school, you want to see things from your perspective. So what may be smaller to us as adults now, but when we was kids, how we looked at the world, that was like the biggest thing in the world. The most, oh, I can't go out after, I got to be home by 11. Oh, I just like the words, you're ruining my life,
For real.
When can I get my car? When can I get a cell phone? That's what.
But to them, that may be small to you. They be like, oh, you're ruining my life, So looking at it from that perspective, what may be, yeah.
So times have changed now, man. Oh man, times have changed. So yeah, man. And before we end this segment, I gotta give flowers out to these people and congratulate them. So of course, we had Molly Berg on the show not too long ago, sometime last year. So shout out to Molly and Donut Junkie as well. So thank you, Molly. She was also on Walker, Texas Ranger, and we also had two other individuals that was on Walker's Texas Ranger just recently. So shout out to these two individuals and congratulations to Mariah Bailey and Ursula Renee. Both of them were nurses, actually, in a recent episode of Walker Texas Ranger. And, I'm just so excited, so happy for them to see that they were on the show. You just never know, like we said last time, all you need is one yes. And when you're going for your dreams and you see those dreams come into fruition and you see your friends on TV. So yeah,
Shout out to Ursula. She plays my sister on the O'Shea series, and Ursula been doing it. It's crazy. Ursula says she's been only acting for about a couple of years. But it's really good to see that, because that makes you go harder, because man, she's just following her path. It's like, man, it's very doable. Just follow your path. That's all you got to do.
It's consistency and hard work.
That's it, man. That is it.
Man, I totally agree. And I actually have to give another shout out and congratulations to this man as well too. He was our very, very first interview we had on the podcast. Dakari, I gotta applaud you, brother, man. You just posted this not too long ago saying so thankful to receive my first Best Actor award in New York. Now, Dakari, went for Best Actor in a Social Justice Film, Gold Award called America, I believe. And Dakari has been acting. We all had him on. We had him on the show. He told us this story about how if he see this lime green car pass by, he chunked the deuce on his job, and he did it, and he went for his dream. He had some money saved up, and like he said, everybody should do this, but if you can do it, hey, go ahead. And he's also been receiving awards awards for other, independent films. So shout out to you, Dakari, on accomplishments, brother. And that's dope, man. So like Mike was saying, we see these people and they going for their dreams, and it gives you some hope and saying that these goals, they may seem far, but they're not too far. All you got to do is say one yes and go for it. So yeah, man. And to bring it on home, I don't know if I did last show, but I think this happened a week or so ago. About a week ago. Okay, I'm all right. My bad. I'm sorry. I couldn't. Every time I say week, though, that song pop up. It's my head. Shout out to Barbara Schmurder. So, the Aloe Riddle and the cast of South Side. Now, this is dope. This is beautiful. I love seeing this. So, and congratulations to everyone. The NAACP Image Awards. And right here it says Bashir Salahuddin, the Aloe Riddle, Southside, the Tornado episode on HBO Max. The second season of Southside is out right now, and they are being nominated for Outstanding Directing in a Comedy Series. And congratulations already in order. It's just to be, I know that was, we had Diallo and Kareem and Sultan on here, and they were saying they just want people to watch the show. And you need confirmation sometimes are people watching? And that right there is confirmation just to be nominated. So shout out to y'all, man. Blessings to y'all, man. So yeah. So and Sherman Showcase is right around the corner. Well, it'll be coming out soon. We're just waiting on that to drop too. So Bashir, let us know, man.
I'll call you soon.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So I had to get out those flowers, right? All right, y'all. We got a guest coming in, Tiffany Danielle. She's gonna be coming in here talking about some stuff with acting, with being on the big stage, with all that and more. We're talking about her live, not too personal. We want you to tell all your business, but we're gonna talk to Tiffany, man. So y'all stay locked in to the Just Acting Up Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a family member, my family member up in here. I'm saying that with my chest out right there, man. Like, say it with your chest. Tiffany, welcome, man. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. What an honor and what a pleasure.
I skipped that part. That's your cousin? I'm so late to the party. I'm late. That's your cousin?
That's your cousin?
Mr. Hole,
we
please
both
show
late
note.
to the party. We just found out this, a few months ago?
Yes.
Really?
That was crazy.
Oh, man.
We all just acting side by side, and we like, hold up. How you know such and such? Wait, that's my cousin. That's my auntie. What?
I'm like, wait, my mama told me that wait, what? We were related? Oh my God. That was so funny. It's a small world, you just never know. You just never know. Yeah.
I recently had to go through something like that. My daddy was a Rolling Stone. So we all could be cousins.
Hey, you never know. You never know. We all connected some type of way anyway. So hey, fam, how you doing?
Yeah, how y'all doing, family?
Y'all doing? Oh my gosh, man.
Me and Chris go back too.
Oh yeah, back to high school, Upper Bound.
We go back to high school, Upper Bound.
Yeah,
Chris, I knew Chris. I know any one of y'all.
Man.
I'm not surprised that you fell into like acting and stuff, and because she used to always be singing back in the day. Always be singing. I was like, you know what? It makes sense that she's on stage somewhere.
That's what's up.
Oh, that's great, man. I first ran into Tiffany. It was at Katrina's table read. That's when I first ran into you, and I was like, okay, everybody cool here. And then I think later on we actually shared the screen together with each other a couple times, and it was so much fun. I always enjoy working with Tiffany. Her energy is she just draws you in, and she's just so good, down to earth people, and we need more people like that. And I just enjoy working with you. So I'm just going to tell you that right now. So it's always a pleasure. Yes. We had a funny scene in what is it? The
Both Eyes Open.
Both Eyes Open. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Both Eyes Open. That Slim Thug was with movie magic, Slim Thug was off, doing his thing. So I didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to meet him. Tiffany, did you get a chance to meet him?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah. And she was, I forgot her office. She was an officer in it as well, but she was over me as well. And we had that, not only that scene, that chase scene, which was funny.
Man, listen. They didn't tell nobody we was gonna have to run, okay? Because I wouldn't have wore boots, number one. And number two, I thought it would have been like, nah, y'all can go and skip me over for this thing. Do y'all see me? Do I look like I need to be? Well, you know what? I probably need to be running, but do I look like I want to run? I'm just saying. They should have discussed this with me prior. But you know what? It's all good. We still have fun though. We have fun.
We have fun. You carried yourself well. She had the gun and everything. I'm like, okay, too.
Listen.
Man, so it was not only that scene, but the scene where we had the breakdown of the people that we supposed to arrest. I can't think of not the interrogation scene.
We would sit like we were trying to come up with a plan on how we were going to catch Sweezy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Now and what was so dope about that scene is that we were improvising. And it was me, you, Betsy, and DC.
Yeah.
And we just fed off of each other. And it just felt so natural.
Yes.
And I already knew Tiff and everybody else in that room was a great actor, but Tiffany came with some heat, man. Like I threw my jokes out there and Tiffany said, "We are not here to play." And I said, "Well, all right." I said, "All right." So
wait a minute.
Man, I got to show you that scene right there, man. So Tiffany was like, "We're not here to play." She was
we don't
serious.
have time for the excuses. What do we do next time to make sure we catch that bastard?
I love it, man. I love it, man.
So tell us, like, what inspired you? How did you get into acting and everything?
So, Chris, you will be so surprised because actually Upward Bound is what showed me that that's what I wanted to do. I don't know if you remember, but way back in 2004, that was the year that I graduated high school. And then, every time we graduate, Upward Bound has this program called The Bridge.
Yeah.
So I was a part of the Bridge program that summer. And then we had Professor Sims come in that summer to do a fundraiser, which was a play. And so it was a fundraiser to help us go on our senior trip. And so we did this play called The Streets Can't Have My Boys. Do you remember that?
I think that was, I had gone by then. I came out on
okay. But yeah, so it was a play called The Streets Can't Have My Boys. And I was one of the lead characters named Ruth, and I was a mama of 3 boys. And so back then, I knew I had fun doing it, but I did not know how much I was going to love it. I knew I liked it, but it wasn't until years later, I was like, wait a minute, this is my passion. So that was in 2004. So to answer your question, I found out that I love acting in 2004. And so from 2004 to like 2017, I took a long break because, of course, I went to school and I focused on my education and all of that good stuff. And then I met this other young lady by the name of Patrina Randolph. She brought me back to the stage in 2017. And pretty much ever since then, it's been history. She casted me into it for productions, and it's been like an ongoing process ever since then.
Yeah, and shout out to
but 2004. Technically, I would say I would been acting since 2004.
Okay, shout out Upward Bound.
So
Upward Bound UHD, yes indeed.
I have a question, and that's interesting because my son, he's 11. Well, he'll be 11 in April. And we was wondering what high school, we wanted to get him into. I went to Humble. So Humble didn't have Upward Bound. But my wife at the time, it was called Jeff Davis. Now it's called Northside. She went to Jeff Davis. And they had Upward Bound. They went to like Washington. They went to all these various different places. And, with that raises a question. Do you think it's important to have those after school activities, those programs? Because I know Humble didn't give it at all. They didn't have anything like that. Unless if you didn't play football or basketball or in the band or in track, they didn't have anything like that. So those
Absolutely.
programs are important. Would you say, believe?
Yes, because you know what, everybody, you just made a very good statement. Everybody is not athletic. Everybody is not into,
Right.
sports or instruments or things of that nature. But that does not mean that kids should not have some type of platform where they can be active outside of academics, because due to lack of, that's how all these kids end up getting in trouble. Because they don't have anything to stimulate their minds. They don't have nothing to keep them busy. So no, the sports thing may not be for you, but you know what? You may like to act. So I'm gonna put you in this program, or I'm gonna put you in Upper Bound to show you different things. So absolutely, kids should have different outlets besides just the Monday through Friday school. Like, kids should definitely stay active.
Okay.
Programs like that were definitely good, especially when they prep you for college. Stuff for college. Like you said, the group program, that was like a bridge from high school to college. Like, our first 6 hours was covered by that program.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was a great experience. Like, if I could do it all over again, like, I would just rewind time, because I had like the best time of my life at Upper Bound. Like, not only just the academics, but I enjoyed the trips.
Yeah.
We would take trips to these different colleges, like, didn't have to even pay nothing out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was exposure more than anything.
Yeah.
Right.
And they didn't just treat you like you were students. No, when you were with them, they talked to you like you were their children.
Right.
And they took you under their wing, and they taught you how to eat with the right forks, right knives, and all of that good stuff. Like, you learned life lessons at the one that we was at.
Right. Okay.
Thank you for sharing that too. Both, like, all y'all, man. Y'all dropping. I didn't know we gonna wake up and have church this morning and drop these gems. What?
Look how great we both turned out. I mean, I'm just saying, we both turned out pretty good, right?
What? Man, I love this, man. And also shout out to Katrina as well.
Yes.
I was recently in Fade the Black play, and she was, of course, the writer of the play I was in. So yeah, and that's how, like I said earlier, that's how. Yeah, I had fun. It was fun. It was really fun. And speaking with being in plays and everything, so Tiffany, I know you have an upcoming play as well soon.
I do.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So I'm gonna talk about it a little bit, but I gotta leave some to the imagination. So I do have a project that I am going to put on stage July 22nd and 23rd. It's gonna be at DD Showbiz. I don't know if y'all know who Dolores Akins is, but I'm gonna have it at her spot over there in Humble. So I will tell you this: the play that I'm gonna put on stage is about my life.
Oh,
okay.
It's about my life. So yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
Okay, definitely tell us about when that is. When tickets gonna sell.
Absolutely.
Yes, please let us know, so that way we can promote it on our IG and everywhere else as well too. Because I want to see it, because Tiffany, she, like I said, I love her energy every time I work with her. And Tiffany, she just is all around good people, good, down to earth person. You just gonna, like, right when she comes into the room, her presence is automatically felt from great, good energy. And,
thank you, James. Likewise.
Yeah, that's why I got so excited when I saw you that day, when I was out there just, posted up chilling everybody, and then you rolled up, and I'm like, Tiffany here too? Man, what's up, girl? And it was that automatic, like what's up, girl?
We knew at the time, though, it was that family thing at the time we ain't know about. Like, that's why we was connecting too, because we family. So hey, little did we know.
Right? We did not. Like, my people don't tell me these things. They tell me these things. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So Tiffany, so tell us, like, we know you're in, plays and theater and everything. Tell us about one of your favorite plays that you've been a part of.
Man, my favorite play that I was a part of was actually this past summer. I don't know if you all are familiar with Harold Haynes. He was the owner of Encore Theater. Mm-hmm. It was called Shout Hallelujah. Mm-hmm. I had this character that was named Sister Mouth. And I'm going to say it was my favorite character, and it was my most challenging character, because I had to get, this script was like 80 some pages long, y'all. I had to learn that script in 3 weeks. And I'm not even exaggerating. I had to learn that script, and we had to be on stage in 3 weeks. Wow. And I had like 85% of the lines, okay? I had to do a whole bunch of dramatization. Like, I had to dig deep. And I did that in 3 weeks. So it was my most challenging, yet my favorite, because I knew after I did that, I could do anything. If I can learn that script in 3 weeks to be the lead, there's nothing I can't do.
Amen. I know you got your play coming out about your life in July. What are your other aspirations that you want to do within this space, in this business?
I would love to, I am venturing into movies and things like that now. I would love to, get more of those roles. And eventually, hey, if God says the same, I would love to win an award of some sort. It can be like an Academy Award or Oscar. I would love to do that. But you know what? I'm not so into that per se. I'm just into making a difference. I love the arts, and I just want to be remembered for making a difference. I want to be remembered for quality work, for substance. So when I put on my play in July, that's not going to be the last time that y'all hear from me. Like, I want this to be an ongoing thing. I'm actually turning this into a business. Like, I just actually ordered my DBA for my production company. So I'm in this to win it. So I want to eventually start doing movies. I want to be in more movies. I want to be in sitcoms. I want whatever God has in store for me. There's no cap to it.
Yeah.
Who in the industry would you love to work with?
I would love, oh my gosh, I wish I could have done it in his prime, but you know what? As long as you're above this ground, it ain't never too late. I would love to work with Denzel Washington.
Okay.
Ooh.
I would love to work with Tyler Perry. And I would love to work with Samuel L. Jackson and Angela Bassett. Those are all like my favorite actors.
I honestly think that you should shoot your shot at Tyler Perry. Because Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry you will fit well with whatever Tyler Perry got going on. Put Tiffany Collins in it. She got it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, honestly, truly, real talk.
Go for it. We speak blessings and manifestation over here, and we all that for you.
Thank you so much, and I speak the same for you all. And I thank y'all for this platform. What y'all doing is a great thing. And I pray blessings over it as well. That is an awesome thing that y'all are doing. Y'all allowing people in the industry to just come and just, give their time to shine. Like that's a great, honorable thing that y'all are doing. And I thank y'all.
Thank
you. Thank you. See, that's what I'm talking about. You dropping gems this morning. We speaking, that's that good energy, right there. So that's what
Don't thank us too much, because if we get too big, we're gonna start charging people.
Hey, listen though, but you know what though? You know what? That ain't even a bad thing, because that's part of you knowing, what your worth is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, no.
That's
At
right.
some point, yeah, you probably are gonna have to charge.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no more free promo going around here now. No.
I'm just saying. Hey, you speak to somebody that will totally understand, because you gotta know what your worth is.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yes, indeed. So, Tiffany, I love that, you, like you said, you really going in for, you all in for this, just for your profession right here. And I think we talked about this on set, about being picky with the roles you take and how you carry yourself and what you do. It was getting to like a real deep conversation, but we had to, stop right there and get into character and perform. Now, tell us a little bit about that, of roles that you can see yourself in and roles that you have to respectfully decline a bit, if you like to talk about.
Absolutely. So most of the roles that I've been casted for have been like authoritative type roles, where of course, like I'm like the detective, or I'm like the counselor, I'm like some type of ministry figure and stuff like that, which is cool. Those are most of the roles that I'm offered, where I'm like trying to encourage other people. What I want more of, because I know who I am, but what I want more of is I want to dive a little deeper. Like I would like to be like in a more vulnerable type role. Like I've had roles too where I've had to be emotional. And I can fake the hell out of a cry.
Okay.
But for some reason, the tears just won't fall. But I can do one hell of a job making it look like I'm crying, okay? Yeah. If you in that stage, you're going to swear I'm up there just slanging snot everywhere. but not a tear won't drop, but I'll convince you that that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I would like, I want more roles that would make me dig into my vulnerability. So yeah, those are the roles that I would like to take, like roles that make me dive deeper into my emotions. And of course, I would keep accepting the roles that I've been getting, like the authoritative type roles. The roles that I would have to respectfully decline is, I would never, nothing against anybody who's in the lifestyle, but as far as the image that I want to portray, I'm never going to portray a lesbian.
Right.
I'm never going to be on camera kissing a woman. And again, if that's what you do, hey, that's great. That's just what I'm not going to do.
Right.
And I'm also not going to be in the act of having sex. Now I can be in a scene where it's implied that I just had sex, meaning like if there's a sex scene and let's say it was implied that we just had sex, but I'm already laying in the bed with the covers over me.
Right.
Okay, it's implied that we just had sex, but you're not going to see me in the act of doing it. I don't want to do that. Not now anyway, because you ain't anybody paying enough money for me to play those kind of roles. I'm just saying.
Right. Got you.
Yeah.
I totally agree. And that's why I like that we had that conversation, because we talked about that. And I say that I have to respectfully decline these roles because of, not just the image, but it's a certain level of where you need to go to as an actor. Of if you're gonna play it, that actor, you can't half step it. You got to be fully invested into it.
Yes.
And we're saying we can't fully invest into that, and we don't want to be pressured into doing roles like that. It's just we stay right here, and it's a reason why, because we don't see the Angela Bassett's or the Denzels. There are some actors and actresses that go that route, but if it's not for us, then it's not for us, and we don't want people to try to force that upon us.
Go ahead, James. I'm sorry, but like we just had a conversation this morning before we started the show, where they had to say the B word, bitch, to another woman. This is just acting, but it's uncomfortable because I don't use that word to pick other women. Like I don't call my wife that, like, oh, that's my B, that's my B, that's my B. So it's hard for me to say it, because I don't say it in real life towards a woman. I might just say, ain't that about a, but but to a woman, no, I can't say. So it's hard for me to do it acting versus, because I don't do it in real life.
Right. Yeah.
So
so that's the thing. It's just like, I know, like you said, it's acting, but you still want to, your image is still very important, because a lot of people, they don't tap into the fact, oh, they just acting. All they see is your face portraying this character. So they're going to tie you into that character, and they're never going to be like, hey, they were just acting. All they're going to know is they saw Tiffany on screen kissing a woman, and they will never get that vision out of their mind. You know what I'm saying? They will never get if they see Tiffany on screen, butt naked. They will never understand she's playing whatever her character name was. All they know is when they came to the theater, they see Tiffany on screen showing her body. You're like, people don't, they don't get that intellect, like she just acting. So to save those are just roles I won't take.
Like Clinton Powell, he is forever going to be somebody's pimp, uncle, feeling something. Like, damn, he's been doing this for years.
Yes. And you know what? And I don't want to be typecasted either. Like I want a wide range of good quality characters. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be, that's why I say, like, most people, they tend to like to cast me in authoritative, because I know everybody tell me, you ain't got to tell me. I know I got a strong voice and a strong presence and all of that other stuff. But that's why I'm like, no, sometimes give me a role that's going to challenge me to dig deep into my emotions, because I don't want to be typecasted. Don't always give me something where I'm like the leader or where I'm like authoritative. Give me something where I gotta like cry or where somebody gotta help me. I don't like typecasting.
But yeah, I want to show that range and everything. And that's why I like this conversation and everything. And that's what people don't look at as far as actors and what we all go through. It's like they're saying, yeah, but you just playing that character and that's not you. You're a different character. Technically, yeah, but also that is physically me doing or saying these things. And there's a certain limit of where I want to go, what I can do and what I cannot do. And if you see me in this other role doing this and this and this, does not mean that I want or will do this, this, and this. So that's why I love this conversation that we had and what we were talking about, because it's like, you know how it is, social media. People say, oh, he or she did this and this, but you don't want to do this and this. Okay, there's things on your job that you don't like doing.
Exactly. And sometimes you got to take one for the team. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, and when I say take one for the team, I'm not saying, sell your soul or nothing like that. But sometimes you got to bend a little. I don't mind bending a little. You know what I'm saying? Because the further we go in the industry, you're gonna have to kind of step outside your box just a little bit, but there's still that boundary that you're just not willing to cross. And so that's what I'm saying. I'm willing to bend here and there because again, I aspire to do more than what I'm doing right now, eventually. And don't get me wrong, I love what I'm doing right now, but eventually, you got to grow in this thing. But some people, they don't have that mindset. They just get stuck. And that's why I'm not going to be stuck.
Right.
Hey, man. Drop them bars too.
Exactly.
I cannot with you. I cannot.
Dropping that knowledge.
Drop that knowledge.
Yeah, it's all about what you attach yourself to, and but being able to spread yourself to being expanded in an expanded space. That's important, and not fall into that typecast. Because a lot of people, they only know you for the last thing they saw you in,
Right.
And if you really play your role really good, it's like that character may become infamous, like Tommy from Power. We all know I see him in Ozark, but that's still Tommy.
That's still Tommy, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Straight up. So Tiffany, besides acting and trying to get your own thing off the ground, what does Tiffany like to do in her spare time?
Tiffany loves to travel.
Okay.
Before Tiffany even, became, I guess, a actress around the Houston area, Tiffany was deep off into her poetry. As a matter of fact, my poetry is what helped bring me back into acting. Because remember, I said I took a break from 2004 to like 2017. But in between that time, I was deep off into my poetry. I don't know if you guys have seen any of my poetry acts or whatnot, but I was deep off into that first. And then that opened up more and more doors for me to actually jump back into my acting. So yeah, I love to write poetry. I love to travel. I love just, meeting new people. I love trying new things. I'm adventurous. What else? I like, I'm also over a ministry. It's called LACE, Living According to Christ Every Day. So I love doing community service. We serve our community. We host different events where we go out and we feed, the homeless, or we be of some type of service to our community. So I'm big on serving our community and I don't do it, for the accolades. I just love to know that I'm making a difference. And I just love to know, okay, something that we're doing is making a difference to these people. So yeah, I'm very big on that.
So when you say adventurous, how adventurous are you?
I just love to, I ain't jumping out no airplanes or stuff like that. Now, don't get me wrong. But I just like to try different things. Like, okay, I'll be 36 next month, but how many 36-year-olds do y'all know would still like to get on the roller coaster?
I do. I like to get on one. Unfortunately, they don't have one here in Houston anymore. You have to go all the way to San Antonio.
But a few years ago, me and my girls, we went to San Antonio. And we, what is that, Fiesta, Texas, or Six Flags, whichever one that is. We went to the one in San Antonio and had a ball like we was a whole bunch of kids. Like, I got on the roller coaster, put my hands all up, hey, like I'm 15 all over again.
Man. I'm 33 and I'm like, man, I'm tired of these doggone roller coasters, man.
Oh no, you put me on the roller coaster, I am in my lane. I love roller coasters. Like I love anything with a thrill.
Yeah, gotcha.
I love thrilling experiences. Like I said, I like to take cruises. I like to go to different countries. Yeah. Things of that nature.
What about skates? You like getting on skates?
I wouldn't like them if I knew how to.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, about skating. When I was 14, I used to know how to skate a little bit, but I fell so bad when I was 14. I actually sprained my ankle and I was on crutches for like 2 weeks. So ever since then, I know I got to get over that, but also I'm like 50 pounds heavier than I was when I was 14. So I'm scared of falling right now. If I fall, I'm going to break something.
Hey, same thing with me. Now, I didn't have no back history on skates when I was 14 because I was a badass. The Fifth Wall skating ring?
Lockwood.
Yeah, Lockwood. Yeah. Like, we didn't go there to skate. We go.
Y'all go there to be macking and doing whatever.
Macking and fighting and whatever. But anyway, long story short, I broke my ankle on skates. So I had to get a plate and 7 screws, and still to this day, it bothers me every now and then. But yeah, that's one thing I'm not gonna do again ever in life.
Nah, man, I'm too scared. If I fall now, I'm beating bro something for real. I can't afford that. Now, if somebody got a skateboard, hey, I will be a proud crowd participant. Okay, I would come and I would root you on, but I ain't getting on nobody's
You
skate.
know, the older we get, man. I remember last time I went with my church group we went to did a skate party. We all probably skated like 2 or 3 times, and they was all on the side, and I was like, "Whoo!" I think we good here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we did enough. We got pictures, we got a little video. We good. I look good. I pose my skates. We good. We good.
After that third one, we was like, okay, all right.
Oh my God.
No, I ain't getting on no skates. But I will. Hey, if somebody got a skate party, I'll come. But I ain't getting on no skates.
Oh, that is too hilarious. Oh man, so she adventurous. So I gotta keep that. I gotta keep that in the side note. If you invite me out to whatever little roller coaster ride, I'm getting on the roller coaster. There is no question. I'll get on, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I can't stand. I gotta get on this. I gotta get on this roller coaster.
It's fun. I love that. And there's a difference between that and skating too. Because see, skating, you're on your physical body actually moving. Like when you're on a roller coaster, you're in like a cart, and it's kind of like a control type situation. Man, but on skating, no, that's your body moving.
That's all you right there. When I fell, my homeboy was like, "Damn, you feel like a football player."
Man, can you help me up, man?
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. And so you said traveling as well. Now I know we're in pandemic or whatever. So what was the last place you traveled to? Or what would you like to travel? New York.
I don't know if y'all were, I don't know if y'all saw it, but back in December, actually, I went to New York to go attend the film festival of a film that I was in. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Angela Perkins. She is the founder of Out the Ordinary Productions. I was in her movie called To Feel Love, and I played, again, a police officer in her film. And so they were showing it in New York back in December. So that's the last place I've been.
Is there tell me about a character or if you had, what would be one character that if you were to be able to play that character, whether characters out on TV now or in the past that you would like to, like, if you had a chance to do that role, what would be that character you're like, you know what, I would have loved to have been that character in this show or this movie?
You know what? Y'all gonna laugh at me because as an actress, a lot of this modern TV I can't even get into because it's a lot of dark stuff going on. It's a lot of it don't have much substance to it. So I'm gonna probably say something back from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna be done current because I cannot, don't get me wrong, I've watched the old, I've watched Sisters and all of that, and I've watched these other stuff, but I can't really, it doesn't capture my attention like that. So I'm gonna go back a little bit. If I could be a character, I would have loved to have been able to portray Anime Bullock from What's Love Got to Do with It.
Oh man, I was thinking the same, but I wasn't thinking about it was Angela Bassett, but Waiting to Exhale, her character.
That too, yeah,
that too. Oh yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Because I was just thinking about that. I was like, it got to be something with Angela Bassett.
Yeah, that's my girl. That's my favorite actress. So yeah, I watch some of this modern day stuff, but I just can't quite connect with it. So it's like I always got to go back to something I could connect to. And like I say, it's Angela Bassett. That's my girl. I would love to portray like Tina Turner. I would love to portray that character because this lady took out the time to get her body right. And honestly, when I was 7 years old, when that movie first came out, I didn't understand that she was just acting. Heck, I thought that was Tina Turner. Yeah. And you could have told me because she did such a good job.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, absolutely. Denzel Washington. I heard some old footage of Malcolm X, and swear to God, that sounds like
that's
Denzel
him.
Washington.
Yes, the look and everything. Like they worked hard to like come into those people. It's like they became those people. You know, it's like you can't differentiate the two. And she was at the end of What's Love Got to Do with It. I was just dumbfounded when I saw the real Tina Turner come out. What was that? I was like, if that's Tina, then who was this? My mom was like, that's the real Tina. I was like, oh. Because I didn't understand that at 7.
Would you ever do a biopic?
Huh?
Would you ever do a biopic?
I most definitely will. Yes. If God give me that opportunity.
You know,
that is my favorite movie. Oh my goodness, of all time.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. Angela Bassett did a great job, but if it wasn't for Lawrence Fishburne, and because we didn't know, we knew who Tina Turner was, but we didn't know who Ike was.
Oh
So
yeah,
he had to put
no, don't get me wrong. Lawrence Fishburne did that. He
Yeah,
is
he did that.
always Ike. Like I saw what Love got to do with it before I even saw School Days, before I saw Boys in the Hood. So to me, you say Lawrence Fishburne, that's Ike.
Yeah, that's Ike.
He ain't what they call him from Boys in the Hood. What was his dad? What was the daddy name?
I forgot it.
I forgot his name.
But he ain't him. A lot of times people refer to him as that. He Ike to me.
Yeah, no. He's always a beat Ike. Even when he played Morpheus, I'm like, man, that's Ike. Just bald head with a trench coat and some glasses on. That's Ike.
He is Ike Turner because he played the hell out that role. Okay, like it definitely took two. They could not have done it without each other. They are very much a dynamic duo. Like they work well together. Because they even work together on Boys in the Hood. They have chemistry. They got that good chemistry.
Mm-hmm. They do, and
so now it took both of them to bring that to life. Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. I totally agree. Oh man, Tiff, I want to keep talking to Tiffany because it's just so much. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like her just having a conversation with her and just talking about these things with with your acting career and with where you're going and how you giving back to the community. I think that's beautiful as well too. That you do that. You like. No accolades whatsoever. I'm just doing this because I love this, and you have that giving and nurturing heart as well too. And it's just so beautiful and refreshing hearing that you do that too.
Thank you.
Yeah. So go ahead and tell us again. You said your play comes out in July, right?
July 22nd and 23rd.
Okay, cool. And also tell us where we can find you, where the audience can find you as well. For social media.
So artists, they can find me on Facebook. I'm under Tiff Danielle. On my Instagram, you can find me Tiff_D Life Coach as well. That's where I post most of my stuff at. You can also find me on IMDb under Tiffany Collins. You can also find me on Amazon Prime, where I was in a lot of AWJ plays. And you can also find me on Amazon Music, where I did the Ebony Hustle video called Church. So you can find me on all of those platforms. Yes, thank y'all for having me.
Thank you.
I had fun just if you're talking to y'all. That time went by fast.
I know, right?
I can talk some more, but that time went by fast.
I know, and I'll look at it. I was like, man, I want to talk to you some more, but I know, we try to keep it at a certain time. But whenever you want to come on again, just reach out to us. Especially because I know you say it's coming out in July. So
and y'all letting me know too. Like I said, I'm always it's all about just availability. No, but I would definitely love to come back. Just hey, let me know when y'all have some more availability, and I'll be like, I'm available on that day.
Now I know your play is about your life story. Now I come to this play, I ain't gonna see no role with this was Chris.
No,
okay, just making sure.
When I say my life story, it's because we met when we was kids. But no, this is mainly like my young adult life on up. Okay,
I'm just playing.
Yeah, you so silly.
I'm looking forward to it. Oh man.
Yeah.
Tiffany.
And James, I told you, hey, I'm gonna have auditions sometime in March, so I'm gonna keep you posted. I want you to come audition.
Okay, I can do that for you. Yes.
Thank you.
For you, yes, I will. Man, so with that being said, Tiffany, be safe. Many blessings to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you once again for coming on. It means a lot.
Thank you for having me, and God bless y'all.
God bless you too.
Thank you.
God bless you too.
All right, y'all. This is the segment right here where we talk about who's been acting a fool, who just been acting up, man. So we already know it's gonna be some crazy characters, brother. We'll get to this stuff.
Let's see here. Let's see where do we go from here. It's let's start off because I told you Joker was in the news this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this state, I'm gonna go ahead and give you all the states. I ain't gotta guess this one. Missouri. Highway Patrol said a statewide alert was supposed to be a test, but no, it wasn't. the bat signal. It was not the bat signal. Missourians received a text, an emergency alert on their phones Tuesday that referenced to the superhero Batman after authorities say a test alert was inadvertently deployed. Went out about 4:52 p.m. It said Gotham City, Mo Purple / Green 1978 Dodge. If you don't know what Gotham City is the fictional home of the Cape Crusader. The car described in the message, a purple and green Dodge, was driven by the goons, Batman's arch enemy, the Joker. And,
hell no!
And so the Missouri Highway Patrol, after that alert went out, responded minutes after the alert was saying that the Dark Knight wasn't needed this time. The agency said that during a routine test, the alert system just sent that by accident. But it shouldn't have been decimated to the public. So there's no emergency alert at the time. The Joker is not running rapid in Missouri. So
it's just so crazy that they paid attention to that. Like that was something to pay attention to. You know,
who does this?
Who thinks of this? Who said that this would be an okay thing to do? I don't know.
What?
Nobody didn't proofread. They're like, oh yeah, another test. If you don't know better, you like, wait, is that the joke? The joke was real? Like yeah.
Is this real?
You know how scary that is? The mass murdering clown running. Well, we had that a couple years ago. So, all right.
I don't now wait. Now I don't think that they was doing anything. It was just creepy for them to be in the woods.
Right.
I didn't hear anything about them killing anyone. It was just creepy that they was in the woods. And I don't know if that was before or after it.
I think it was. I can't remember.
I think it was before.
I think it was before. Yeah, it was before. It was before.
It had to be before.
Yeah, people dressing up like clowns and like giving them a scare and all that stuff. Like, nah, no, okay, keep on.
They in the woods. They in the woods. So that's really setting yourself up for failure, homeboy.
It is. Now, the next story, I'm gonna go overseas with it.
Okay.
Interesting first date. A woman went viral after she shared what happened on her date when her date had offered to make her dinner. Just before in their community, they were rushed into quarantine. So ghosting was not an immediate option for these two. It went viral after she posted the videos where they unintentionally got stuck together with her blind. It was a blind date at that. And so the sudden lockdown, the woman identified only by her last name, Wang, explained in a social media post that she had recently traveled to Zhangzhou. Still ain't told y'all the country, so I still got to figure that out. But ahead of the Lunar New Year, unfortunately, during the meal, they discovered that the community was put into a sudden quarantine and lockdown. And so she had to stay at her date's house for 4 days.
Oh, hell no.
For those who's wondering, it is a unique situation where, you know, you would think hopefully love will blossom, like a Hallmark movie, and everything be all good in the end. And so she said because they didn't know each other very well, it wasn't convenient for them to live in each other's space, and felt a bit embarrassed. And so besides the fact of there was a mute wooden mannequin in his home, she said everything else about him was pretty good. And she said despite the food being mediocre, he was still willing to cook for her, which was good. And in the country they're in, prompt lockdowns are routinely imposed in their communities. And so, you know, when cases of the virus are detected. And so, in fact, in that country, they placed 13 million residents on lockdown following a wave of coronaviruses that came. So they definitely are. This is a country that takes it seriously. Say that. It's unclear if they still, you know, kept up after the being locked down together. But I'm just like saying, what would y'all do if y'all was stuck in a situation like that on a date?
He said the food was mediocre.
Food was mediocre. It was a wooden mannequin, mute mannequin.
Why? And I'm trying to get that out of my head. Why is there a wooden mannequin in there?
I'm pretty sure they had a lot of fun while they was on lockdown. So don't get that twisted. They had fun on their lockdown. So it was very much worth it. It was very much worth it.
He was stocked up.
Yeah, he was stocked up. So
He was stocked up. I
there
mean,
you go.
I would hope that hopefully it was a good date. I hope I'll be in there with a good person. But yeah, please continue.
Well, where do y'all think that's at? What country?
Take a time out, James. Australia.
Her last name is Wayne.
Wayne? I thought it was
W-A-N-E.
Australia because I heard the story before, but I thought it was in Australia. Wayne.
Over there in Asia somewhere.
And the city they was in was Zhengzhou.
Oh, that's over there with Japan and China and all that. Yeah.
There you go, China. China.
Oh man, I thought okay, well then that's a similar story then, because I heard the same story, but I swear they said that it was from Australia.
This one was in China.
I'm pretty sure some Wayne's out there.
Now, my last story is about a thief who had to be rescued.
Uh-oh.
So these firefighters had to rescue the suspect intruder after he got stuck, pretty much. Now, where did he get stuck? Well, let's just say this. Happens a Saturday morning. Fire and rescue service was called out. The resident in the home, he had heard a rustling coming from the outside around 3:30 that morning. Called the police. They reported, but nobody could find no attempted break-in. He couldn't find no signs of anybody trying to get into the house. So he told the station an hour later. He said he heard moans coming from inside his wall. He called the police again. It was discovered then that the unknown assailant was trapped inside the chimney.
Oh, hell no.
And so, yeah. And so, firefighters had to work to get the man out. The man's legs could be seen dangling through the fire, the chimney's hole there. And the firefighters had to break a hole in the wall and remove the bricks to to get the man out. And they pulled him out, about 7:30 that morning. And so the trapped man, he wasn't identified, but he suffered serious injuries and was rushed to the hospital. It's not clear if he was faced charges or not, but yeah. Luckily, that guy for the homeowner that he stuck to like, no, I hear moaning and because I remember seeing the story. The guy didn't. I don't think he spoke English, so there was a language barrier there. So, well, it was just like, yeah. It was just like, yeah, man, like dude tried to jump down the chimney like Santa Claus. Got stuck.
Man, the chimney.
Got stuck.
Man, there's a story. Well, this was on Chicago Fire in his earlier seasons. Great show, by the way. I didn't get back into it. Where it was Chicago Fire and Dick Wolf or whatever. Shout out to them and all the installments Chicago made and all that that he has. But I remember seeing some of the behind the scenes that they were saying that they actually pull some of these, scenarios, these rescue scenarios from real life incidents. And it was an incident on Chicago Fire where I can't remember everything verbatim, but they said it was a man that was stuck between two buildings and the buildings are like this close to each other.
Oh, man.
And the man was naked and he's stuck right there. And so they're like, yeah, you're going to jail after this because I think he tried to steal something. I can't remember everything. But just like how you said, Chris, they had to cut out that part of the wall and he naked. I'm like, what is wrong with you, dude? So
I guess he tried to, what, did he put some baby oil on his body and have him slide down there?
I can't remember
People need to get out the TV.
Like it was something simple. I can't remember everything verbatim, but I don't know why he was naked. I think it was hot on that day for that scene. And they had, they had to, do the little special, makeup or whatever. But I'm like thinking like, dude, who is out there stealing stuff naked or I can't remember if he was stealing something or he was cheating on somebody. And he got caught in the middle of the building. I can't remember. Probably cheating.
Ain't nobody gonna get all naked. He was already naked. That man was already naked.
So what state y'all think that story came from?
Chicago.
It's definitely East Coast.
Oh man, New York. Where was it?
It's in Maryland.
Maryland? Dog.
Silver Spring, Maryland.
Oh my God. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get into the balancing act. So I want y'all to stay locked in and don't do nothing crazy like these people running through. Like just don't.
Please.
But stay locked in for the Just Acting Up show. All right, y'all. We are here at the Balancing Act. This is where we give, our thoughts. We on people that's been in the business for quite some time, or regular folks like ourselves. We gotta give flowers out to everybody. We gotta acknowledge everybody for the great things that they do, or give off our sending thoughts to people that passed away and go on. But we already covered that early. Or we're giving flowers out to everybody else that's out there in the industry or that's up and coming. People that we have worked with before or came on the show. So for this segment, we're going to acknowledge some people real quick. So for this one, it says, we found this on the Shade Room, or Chris found this on the Shade Room, and it says this Texan family named their racehorse Black Lives Matter to bring awareness to police brutality. And it goes on to say the Texan family is apparently the first African American family to race quarter horses in Texas. Recently, they added another horse to their crew and decided to give it a name worth mentioning. We named him, and I quote, we named him Black Lives Matter because we knew he was special and want to bring our culture to the sport. I can't, how you say her name? Keandra Hadley Smith, other family told the Shade Room, though we face many obstacles trying to name him Black Lives Matter legally. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, well, I understand it because the name belongs to something, so Black Lives Matter. We knew he would overcome and make history with so much police brutality. We wanted to raise attention and awareness with his name. So, I like it. I dig it. That's inspirational, and we need to bring more awareness because of police brutality. We know what goes on with that. There are good police officers out there. And there are all bad police officers out there, just like at our job. There are good employees, bad employees, but this get highlighted the most because we're tired of seeing it. We've been tired of seeing it. So I love seeing that they, able to see their horse, legally named that. So yeah. Shout out to that family, man. Yeah. Love it.
Move in that space, man, and have a winning horse. That's good to see. To be the first family to do that. So, Black family, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And there are some money in horses, so it's good to see that. There's some big money in raising horses.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, man, that's what's up. Did they say where they were from? They were from Texas?
Yeah, they're from Texas. They didn't say where exactly. Probably, yeah. That's probably a good thing to not say exactly where they're from at in Texas, because when there's a positive, there's a negative, and people will come up and start mess. But if you are there where they are, that's cool. I dig it, man. And you're right, Mike. There is money in racehorsing. Just don't be like homeboy from Squid Game and well, we saw Squid Games with the racehorse and everything right there. Oh man. So yeah, use your money wisely if you racehorse and stack up right there. So.
Yeah. I still can't get over that damn fool got on. He didn't even get on the plane, man. He turned back around, man. This man got almost a billionaire, man. This man didn't get on that damn plane, bro.
What about your child?
What about your child? You want to correct the right is right, man. And then the man told you, get on the plane. He didn't even get on the plane.
He ain't making it through season 2. I don't care what nobody say. We're gonna have a new start next year.
What they gonna do in season 2? What y'all gonna do in season 2? Oh,
well, it wouldn't be no season 2 with me. After
Not
I
with me.
did all that, it wouldn't be no season 2 with me. I would have been
No.
gone. Gone. Plain and simple, gone.
we'll play to that.
That's back there. I'm going to the States. I'm running the States with all this money.
Yep.
Y'all go
Give me
have
some therapy.
give me some therapy. I swear to God, give me some therapy.
That's number one.
Man, I go move to Texas to a small town, and I go build a big old house. And man, come on, man, my bad. Y'all said Squid Game, so they got it started.
Oh my God. Let's just clap it in, clap it in, clap it in, clap it in. Another good show in the books, man. Like I said, January is almost over. We got one more. We just getting through it, man. First month of the year. So thank you. Shout out to my cousin. Thank you, cuz Tiffany, for coming through on the show. Such a delight to have you on the show. Thank you as well. I do have something to close us out with, but I mean, I want. Before Chris gives us our positive thoughts, quote, I want to end it off on a positive note. Y'all settle down in these churches, man. Please. I've been seeing too many crazy videos of people fighting in church. I seen a pimp walk into the cathedral and punch the bishop or the priest or whatever because he owed money. That's what the caption said. I don't know what it was. What exactly happened, but he swung on. He gingerly walked up and boom, Payal, Sacco. I don't know who was around to protect whoever, but why did this man made a beeline up there to get up there without being untouched? I don't know. That's beyond me. But y'all settle down in churches.
Yeah. Now I saw one that I ain't gonna lie, I kind of agree with because people act crazy in these churches. There was one that I know recently. It was a funeral. They was fighting in the funeral. This is someone that told me that, I'm like, wow, really? So they had this one funeral lady. She had a whole gun in the church.
Oh wow!
What?
I think I sent that to y'all. He was like sitting. It was like, okay, this was a casket. This was a woman sitting down. She had the baby in her hand, and the woman next to her, she had a whole mask on, and she had her arms crossed like this, and she had that Glock. She had a Glock in her hand. So
this is only the first month.
Hey man, I guess he felt like if you want to try it, we got a lot of time. We gonna have another one.
Y'all gotta stop, man. Stop.
Y'all gonna settle down at these funerals. If you going to these funerals, pay your respect. Because I have been a part of a fight. I wasn't involved. I seen it. I seen it with my own two eyes. They was actually throwing it down at the funeral. If you go to these funerals, pay your respect and leave. If you, plain and simple, man. Police had to get involved in that. That was a mess. My first and last, but it is what it is.
Oh man, y'all stop this mess, man. So with that being said, thank y'all for tuning in the show. Chris, can you please take us out on a positive note, brother?
Okay, quote of the day. Eventually all pieces fall into place. Until then, laugh at the confusion, live for the moment, and know that everything happens for a reason.
I like that. And that's perfect. What we just talked about.
That's
Settle
what
down.
we were talking about. Settle down. Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. That's a great quote. I like that.
That's how I feel about 2021 was like a rough year, so I just laugh at the BS now.
Yeah.
I don't got time for it. I'm in my early 30s. We're gonna fight. Fight for what? Sit down, man. I'm not.
Don't let this stuff get you all riled up, man. Get you out of character. Keep pushing.
Yep.
All
right, y'all.
That's gonna do it. Y'all have a good one. Many blessings. Peace.
Peace out.